Yeah. Let's do this, buddy. Another potion of magic. Oh. Well. Get wrecked. It's funny how this is basically, this god is sort of the ranged support god that Fedos failed to be in some ways. I mean, again, range is too strong in this game, and it really doesn't. Will this work? No. They also seem to lose turns quite frequently due to the stealth, which I guess it can be a mixed blessing in terms of the wandering behavior. Plenty of rations this game, that's for sure. Or Folk Impaler. Yeah, that wandering. It's pretty funny. It's like it gives you additional hits because they lose Los, and then I guess it's an interesting combo. I mean, I could actually train up some stealth if I really wanted to, I guess, but I'm already kind of spreading myself out skill-wise, and I don't particularly want to further that. I actually need maybe to get just a little bit more invo at some point, just so that I can have a nice chance of using Shadow Form on demand. Maybe just 2 levels. Yeah, I mean, I only have 3 pips of it, or 2 pips of it, I guess. Oh, that's because I'm in water. So 3. But doesn't, you know, some extra free turns seems okay. How many times will I cast Throw Flame this game? I don't think that's gonna hit him. The one mob. Hello, my friend. Sticky flame still useful. One-shotting harpies with throw flame. Part of this is, I mean, I'm getting some help, of course, because I have probably higher int than a typical character trying this style of approach maybe would. That was not a good sticky flame, but that's alright. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe it doesn't extinguish because they're flying. I didn't even think about that. Magic regen. I mean, I can get some use out of rage. What's up, Herja Marsu? Welcome. Tournament's been good. I'm running the tournament, so I don't have a lot, and I just, you know, did dev for the release. So usually I have a clan of mostly devs that I'm on. We're like what? Are we 50-50 or no? We're 40. I'm sorry, we're 60-40, aren't we? Yeah. So, we're not all devs, but there's me and 3 other devs, and then one other, we'll call him a pseudo dev, and 1 new crawl player. But it's we have a very casual tournament or clan that we're running, because once you do a release, most of us have been putting a lot of work into doing the crawl release, and usually we sort of like chill out a bit. It depends on, you know, Advil has put a ton of work into this release. I know he has 1 game going. I've put in a bunch of work in this release, and I'm running the tournament. So the tournament takes you know, it doesn't actually take too much to run, but between doing all that, I'm also on a streak, so we're losing to a team called Chillaxing. We're losing to various teams. Yeah, I'm on a 13-win streak, and I started that well before the tournament, and I don't want to break it. So I sadly can't. Yeah, but that's cool, honestly. As we discussed, part of the problem with this tournament is the amount of play time that the current rules. So we're definitely looking to overhaul it, based on a discussion that I had with Elliptic, and Mikey was also there. I think the idea that we're going to probably try is just to take the tournament and make it into separate categories and not have an overall player ranking, or not attempt to do overall player ranking, and nor overall clan ranking necessarily. The exact details of that will need to be hashed out, and the actual work has to be done to the scripts to change it, but the basic idea is that you'll have a category for you know, something like high score, a category for streaks, a category for real time, all the stuff that you see on the overview page currently, just done by categories, and so people can compete within those for the things that they like without having to like go for an overall first place. I suppose technically players could elect to run their own overall competition if they wanted to, but just to discourage the playing of, you know, 6 to 12 hours a day style of, mostly because a lot of people don't really find that too appealing, and even very good players who just don't have that amount of time. Sort of like the Olympics. Nobody wins the Olympics, yeah. I mean, you have your Michael Phelps who comes along and says, I'm going to win the most gold medals, and somebody can absolutely still do that, and that's what that will be. You know, we're not going to just prevent somebody from going after all those categories if they want to. And I should also stress that a lot of details would need to be figured out, like how to make the clans meaningful, also how to have player progress, since newer casual players aren't going to be able to rank highly in these individual categories. They still need to be able to see progress. I mean, we do have banners and we'll still have banners, but they can also, in the current system, they can see their points go up, whereas this would not be a thing in the new format directly, but we would need a way to make that happen. But I will probably win 100% of my tournament games. It's just that I will probably only win 3 of them, maybe even only 2, just depending on how much. I'm probably gonna hopefully ascend this character. We may not be able to ascend him today, but definitely we would have to ascend him on Friday. And then I might have enough time to win 1 more game. Nerf winning. What's up, EB? Oh, well now. This was an interesting shaft. Well, okay. Can I shadow form? Very nice. All right, so we got a shadow form. That gives us all sorts of leeway. Now we're gonna map. Where were we? We were already on shoals too, so. But this makes it very easy to escape. I will probably do a shadow step, actually. Can I reach him? Yes, I can. Ha, nice wander. He wandered away immediately. So there we go. Thank you, Comrade Barry, for the 50 bits. Nice. That's cool to hear, Herja. Nerf winning and Nerf whining. You and me both, Mikey. Jeez. Yeah, that's cool, Herja. One of our team members, Substyley, is just somebody I know from the NES speedrunning community who happened to be... I was watching his stream, you know, just from watching various streams, like other NES runners were running the same game, and they mentioned, you know, they would host his channel because he was running games like Wolverine and some other NES games, and just I think it brought up DCSS in passing, and he mentioned, "Oh, that's cool. I really want to do streams of that game, and I want to get better at it because I can't get anywhere now." I was like, "Whoa, really? You play DCSS?" But Substyley is on our team as a new player, and he got his first win of the tournament as well. A Maibi, I think just a 3-rune Maibi, and then he won a Deep Dwarf. And he's working on, I think he's back to working on Gargoyle Earth Elementalist. Nerf poop sucking. Yep, you're back up to his old tricks. I mean, those players, some of those players who are into doing that might still do it, you know. It's just that we won't really sort of provide that ranking because we're not interested in like encouraging too much. Poop sucking is when you have to play so much crawl it's like a full-time job, and you don't have time to get up and use the bathroom, so you have to make creative solutions. It's a joke on that, like, you don't even have time to get up and, you know, relieve yourself. It's a thing that has been done, and it's more a joke about, like, I think, I'm sure video gamers do some stuff like that, but it's kind of a joke about things like poker, maybe people playing online poker. Yeah, I forget he lost his I think all the big long streaks have finally been lost. I'm not sure what the current one is. There's one that's probably around 9 or so, but all the really long ones that were gonna like come into the neighborhood of 20 have already ended, so I don't think we're gonna see that again this time unless somebody really pulls out the... But yeah, we've had problems with that. We've had problems with an unfortunate amount of negativity from some participants in the tournament and in the crawl community in general. So we're going to sort of change the format to de-emphasize that, mostly just because of the fact that people don't like it. I think they just don't really like the, you know, hey, let's encourage people to play 12 hours a day. I think the only other thing I'm going to do is add like a code of conduct to the tournament rules, just to remind people, chill, it's a video game, let's not attack each other if we don't like, you know, if we don't like the tournament rules or the game direction or all that. You know, since we're providing these resources, we're running the tournament pages. Of course, we're developing the game as well, but we just want to remind people to keep a positive attitude and not a kind of a negative attacking kind of tone if you want to participate and use the stuff that we provide. That's very secondary, though. I think it's mostly just about getting a good rule set that people are happy with. The loading scene should have more cute puppies, and people won't get angry. I agree. You know, what that suggests, Mikey, is that we need more emote usage. Those cute emotes. So I guess I can sit here and kill some stuff. I mean, I kind of went big into escape mode. I'm glad I didn't get shafted down to Shoals 4. It would have been a lot more interesting. A Pop-Tart box. Hey, what's up, Mysteriously? If I had gotten shafted down to Shoals 4, it would have been more interesting, but I would have done mostly the same thing. You can see that Dith made this extremely easy to escape. Not that it would have been necessarily especially difficult. I only have one blink scroll, interestingly. I can, of course, teleport. I guess I can kind of like raise a ruckus over here, though. And does this lower my damage as well from, like, I don't have a lot of MP anyhow. Change at some point. Right, that's my character. I don't think explore stop settings, when you say at some point, you might need to be a little bit more specific, like 021 to 022. I set a lot of my own explore stop settings in my RC. Well, I guess I do set them in my RC. So some of that stuff might have changed, but I don't recall anything in particular that really would have changed it for 022 anyhow. Problem is you have huge caps, so like 2 versions or so. What do you mean by huge caps? Yeah, there's a bunch of Korean teams. The Korean team was in first place for a long time. I think they've solidly fallen into second. And the one Korean player who's like the Korean version of N7, in that his name is like N and a bunch of numbers, he was first place player for quite a while too. 2 versions, so yeah, some of that might have changed back in 020. One thing you can look at is just the options, and the default for all those settings are listed in each option description, and then in the folder there's DAT, in the DAT folder, DAT, there's a settings folder. The settings, those are all the settings that get loaded in the default just automatically. Okay. But yeah, so if you want to know kind of what the default RC is doing, you can check both the options, and you can check that folder to see what it sets. But the best way to fix it is just to set them to what you want yourself. Back down these stairs might be a little bit interesting, to be honest. Oh boy. Actually take a look at what is down here. Just a snapping turtle. for him. Aha. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Paler's a little bit rough to go back down next to. Would prefer to avoid stair dancing into him. So we can try some other stairs. Oh, nice. It's not actually that bad. Oh, I have a command for that. Dith changes. Or is it Dith flare? Oh no, what did I call it? That sucks. Come on. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I saved this command. How did that not work? I want to look this up because this question has come up a bunch. Nice. Probably messed up OBS. Yes, it did. Let's fix that. Okay, that looks good. Wow, did I not save that? Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Wow. I had a nice little, oh, there it is. Yeah, it's there. Oh, I see. Wow, that is super annoying. I did include the bang. Why doesn't it do that by default? That's the command, by the way. I'm going to edit this really quick because that's kind of silly. I can't believe. I guess it doesn't want to default to including the exclamation point, but that seems kind of odd to me. Since like almost everybody makes their commands that way. Okay. Yeah, those are the changes for Dith. Noted humanity, guys. Noted trans effects. Noted trans effects head editor. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you'll be, you won't be blown away by it, I'm sure, EB, but it is different. I mean, the anti-fire change is obviously fun, or the removal of that is fun, and Shadow Step is definitely better. It's an ability I'm using relatively infrequently, in part due to the kind of character this is. Oops, that's not that. But definitely worth checking out if you enjoyed Dith before. You'll probably like this better. Really? Yeah, it might be too high. Although you could probably still make the case that perhaps the ability itself needs looking at, I guess. The one thing is that, I guess, I don't know, Shadow Form seems like it's in a pretty good spot. I guess Shadow Step does also have great synergy with Shadow Form. It may be fine to have just a model for actives that you really don't use them too much, and maybe that's really just better, you know, to be honest, because that means I'm not constantly thinking, oh yeah, I need to use this one ability. What do I have for gloves? Got these in +6 gloves, those are very nice. Ah, yes. Dex. It's cool, but I'll probably take the int, to be honest. Wouldn't mind that free Dex. Don't know why I'm really picking up positive energy. Polymorph, you can go. I guess technically Flame is sort of good here, but I will probably forget to use it. Silence I don't need. Making like potion petition. Wow, you got wrecked. He got wrecked. Gotta love it. Yeah, I really do like the way Dith works with. He's definitely. This is something I think I didn't quite appreciate about how Dith works, is that he has that feel of like a generic increase, kind of like how Oka does for combat, and it's nice and passive. Range, my friend. The orb had a lot of weight. Vampiric Demon Trident. Oh, by the way, Dith does mimic Sticky Flame. He mimics it with a shard, though. How about that? We were saying he doesn't mimic the damage over time, but he mimics the application of it. I think if I had been paying a little bit more attention, would have realized. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of nice. I mean, it's just like, hey, here's some free damage. I've seen it miss a bunch, I guess, so there's that, but I guess it's not really in the spirit of Sticky Flame. Alright, so we don't have any Arlek. We also don't have any Hex Wands, so this is going to be, I just say that because of Shock Servants. They're going to be a thing. I do have a lot of good ranged options, so that's great, but we're going to need them.